Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. He's past the sticks. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Russell. In traffic, it's Hill. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Bush is ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Throwing Russell. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion, and right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Quarterbacks and receivers have got to be on the same page with respect to hot routes and sight adjustments, and those always happen when DBs come blitzing and they come running free like that. You can't put that one on the offensive line. That's on the QB and his receiver not being on the same page.
Soft spot in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Out wide left, it's Edwards. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the ground, it's Pryor. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long coming up. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Gators decide to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They go play action with Russell. Fires on the move. Left side is Rodgers. Thirds on the Jets. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Coming out with it, it's Mays. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. A designed run for the quarterback. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Jones wants to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. There he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he scores! Touchdown Gators!
And that is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep. And how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so he can come up and make a play.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Russell on play action. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Russell to throw for it on fourth. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They want to run this quarterback. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Driving forward, it's Pryor. Stopped right there. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Jones to throw. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he...
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle.
Riddle trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Stepping to the right. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Quarterback changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Tough physical run, stiff arm and all as they get it out to the 13.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Lets it fly. Got his man all by himself. It's a seam wide open. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Got his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Gators will hustle to the line. Drops back on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third down, he drops to throw. They just need a first down, but he wants more than that.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. But guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Florida! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
And week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 14 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Longhorns, looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Jones to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism, his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws it deep. Goes high to pull it in.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Here's a give the ball. They put the brakes on it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Selling the fake. Still looking to his right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Jones wants to throw it. Look out! And they drop him for a loss, but there are penalty markers on the field. Let's check out the call. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. Pulls it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Jones to throw. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On the run, it's Hill. He's got enough. Lowers those pads. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go play action with Russell. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
The lone back's got it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. Turns into the pile. Maybe some room here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
The defense selling out to stop it on third and super short. They don't bring him down, Jesse. Next thing you know, he's in the second level.
You're absolutely right. Third and inches like that, if you just get a little crease offensively, it can be a big play. And the back that time hit the hole and showed off his speed.
Russell on play action. Moving to his left. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Steamrolls his way ahead. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Jones wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Pryor. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Singleton. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Out wide right, it's Wilson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Running inside, it's Pryor. They've got him corralled.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown, Gators! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Jones to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They give it back to him. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Keelan Russell. Oh, pressure's coming. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Singleton. Ripping through the defense. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.